Welcome back, guys. This is lesson 3, quick review lesson 2. I'm taking for granted here that you've already started looking at your organization, understanding who's in that CEO position, who's running operations. Do I have a CPA taking care of my books? Do I have a CFO? Do I have a strategist? What's going on there? And how do I start designing and organizing my business so over time, as the clinician, as the owner, I can start acting as an owner and start putting time on my business and not simply in it. And again, there's a lot more training that goes to that. I don't expect you to get tremendous out of 13 minutes, but just hopefully you start seeing that. Okay, now, lesson 3. Who's going to help you get this practice, this business built to the point to where it's designed around your lifestyle, not the other way around? Too often we think if I build up my business and do things right, then everything else is going to work fine. And sometimes we end up painting ourselves in a corner and not being able to escape. And even though we've got good income, it's like, I don't know that I want to be here. I feel like a gerbil on this treadmill, and I've been there, guys, and I don't want you to go there. So learn from me. I've been down that road. So we want to have both. We want to have financial independence, but we've got to have freedom of time. And during this whole time, we know we have to be making certain that our community understands and knows us as an unbelievable experience when they come to us, unbelievable service, and I'm taking care of me. If I'm a doctor, a clinician, practitioner, I've got to practice what I preach. And if I find myself working in my business so much and so hard that I can't take care of myself, then how can you really expect someone to move forward on one of your programs if you're not really drinking your own Kool-Aid? So we're going to, again, teach you how to work on your practice. Your team is what I'm talking about here. It's your team that you often call employees, or it's your team, that we're going to take these employees and turn them into team players. And there's a big difference between an employee and a team player. So let's talk about that, because you can't do this on your own. You might be on your own right now, or maybe you just have one person. And then we're dealing with some people that have 25, 35 people on their team, but too many of them are behaving like employees, and it's sucking the life out of your practice and sucking the life out of you, and there's no profit at the end of the day. So we'll figure out where you need to be through formulas, not emotion, logical formulas, how you run a business. It's all laws. All right, so let's say that I've got an employee. An employee behaves in this fashion. I understand that if I'm a smart individual, then I need to ask for a high dollar amount per hour, and I need to get insurance benefits. This is what the typical person has been trained to believe, and we've been part of that problem, that challenge. So I'm going to ask you to step out of the box and start looking at these people. Maybe they're not an equity partner, but I want you to treat them as partners in your practice. So no longer will people be working for you. They will be working with you, and we're going to treat them with this kind of respect. Too often, as a practitioner, hopefully you've experienced some consulting, you've coaching, hopefully you recognize that you're not going to go to the next level unless you've got a mentor to take you there. I've got mentors. I've always had mentors. I always will. But sometimes we go to maybe a consulting program or coaching, a seminar, if you will, 2-day, 3-day seminar, and we go back and we tell our employees that, hey, I've gone to this deal, we're going to change things up, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. And they're sitting back like, so what you're telling me, we're going to change everything up, and we're going to work harder, and what's in it for us? And so that's not going to happen. In fact, people that do come in our program that apply, and we take them into our program, when we start the program, we actually educate their team right off the bat on what to expect and where this is going to go, so they're on the team and they realize, oh man, this is beautiful. This is where we're going to go, and we get to profit from this, and we get to enjoy this type of practice. So it's all a win-win deal. But we're going to start taking these people and helping them understand that I want you to develop a career with us, not simply have a job. And that means that we're going to take a lot of time and invest it into you as a team player. We're going to educate you and take you to a level. So one day, perhaps you and your spouse, you move to another area. Well, if that happens, I want to know that at least I was part of building your worth, both in ability to earn finances, but also be a better daddy, a better mom, whatever, because they're going to come to you. And so when you do move there, you're going to have a lot more value and be able to earn the kind of income and have another career by what we're going to do here. Now, people are excited about that. They'll come work for you for a certain pay grade. Okay, I'll come. I might not enjoy it, but I'll come. But they won't stay. They'll come work for you and stay with you if you offer them the ability to not just earn a certain amount of money and have a ceiling. They'll stay with you if two things happen. Number one, this is a fair exchange. These are the duties that I've been asked to do, and I'm willing to do those, Dr. Johnson. I'm willing to do those. I understand what I'm asked to do because it's all down, and you've done a good job of educating them. This is what your responsibilities are. But I also understand that if I perform and help build this practice, build this business, then I have an opportunity to share in those profits. I like that, okay? That's the mindset that we want them to get to, and you may have them already in front of you. They just didn't know that they've never been offered the opportunity. Number two, they have to be offered the ability to build themselves, to take their understanding of finances to another level. Because do you want to have someone on your team that's struggling financially? How can they focus on your practice members? How can they focus on their job? So wouldn't it be something really good to not only offer them the ability to earn more money, so that's a career, but to build them personally and to educate them and to help and to fully know what their goals and their desires are so you can impact their life. If you offer those two things, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not leaving because they can't get that anywhere else. And having that there, don't ever fear that, well, I'm going to train someone so good, I'm afraid they'll leave. I'd rather have a team of A players and take the chance of one or two of them someday moving off than have a whole team of B players any day of the week. I just the way I am. And you'll find I still, at FPC, I still have the same team, except for those that moved over here and they're FPC, because we take care of them. We offer them a career and we offer them the ability to personal development, okay? So here's something that we do in FPC. We take the responsibility to train your team. That's going to be part of it. Now, you still have the responsibility to hold them accountable in that training, and we also teach you how do you train your team. When you're team meetings, quite frankly, they suck and they ain't going to get anything done for you. We're going to teach you how to have an effective team training, and you have them every week. The time that you decide that your business is good enough that you don't have to be doing regular fundamentals and training your team is the day that your business is going to go from here to here. In FPC, we're a scaling business. We've done very well. In my practice, I had a very, very, very successful practice. I never, ever missed a week of team training. Big difference between a meeting and a training, and we'll discuss what those differences are. But the bottom line here is taking care of your team, learning how to train your team, learning how to bonus your team. When I talk about paying them fairly and giving them the opportunity to earn more, I'm not telling you to give regular intervals of raises. I don't really believe in that, because people give raises simply because someone's been loyal. That's what unions do. Well, you've been here for a year, so I'm going to give you a raise. You ain't worth a crap, but you've been here for a year. Okay, that's just madness. So that's not how people earn more. When they came aboard with you, they agreed. Now, you may have a 90-day probation period that, okay, here's what you're going to get. After that, if you're good, we're keeping you. We'll take you from $14 to 16, whatever that might be. But in order for you to take this level and be able to earn the kind of income that you would imagine would be ideal for your family, I'm going to give you the ability to do that, and here's how. It's going to be moving over and above what your general responsibilities are. That's just like me as a business owner. If I simply just do what the average person does in 40 hours a week, I'm going to earn that kind of income. If I choose to be more productive and I choose to maybe put more hours in or whatever it's going to take my business to the next level, then I've earned the right to live the kind of lifestyle that a lot of people only imagine to do it. And the only difference is being willing to do what it takes and being smart enough to get trained and mentored by people that know how to do it. So we're going to teach you how to bonus your team. So it's not necessary that they own a piece of equity, but it's necessary that they know, and they know exactly how to earn those bonuses as a team. So every month they're getting a paycheck over and above sometimes could be as high as doubling what they're doing. So and if I teach you how to do this right, you're not going to have a problem, because if you're paying out big checks to these people, it means your business is growing like this. Okay, so there's a whole system that we put in place and formulas in place, so you know exactly how to bonus your team, when to bonus your team, when to take the bonus up, make certain that they're achieving their goals, and every single one of your team knows exactly what to do, and they're working on it on every single week, every single day. They know what those goals need to be, so it's not like, hey, at the end of the year, this is what we want to do. They know what to do every day, and that's how you run your business. And then with that said, the next lesson coming up, we're going to be talking about running your business by numbers, running your business by statistics, not by emotion. And I think you're going to really love this lesson, because the majority of you out there, you set goals, but you don't really look at those goals on a daily basis, let alone weekly, monthly, or whatever, and we wonder why am I not getting there? Well, you're not calling plays every day. Just like a sports team, if I'm not looking at my numbers every second of the game, I can't make changes. I can't call audibles. So look forward to that lesson. It's coming up next. Statistics. You're going to really like it. And when you start learning to run your business by statistics instead of emotion, we don't make foolish mistakes. And with FPC, we've got some strategies that you're going to be blown away with on how we help you keep those statistics and always let you know where your business at, and know before you even know we'll know. So we look forward to it.